Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Night Talk. It's Thursday. I'm Jay Sands. We've got some celebrating to do, so let's get going. Let's get this road on the show.
Welcome to Sands Place with your host, Jay Sands. Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 3 a.m. in the UK. This is the place to be. Now, without further ado, enter the Sandman. Here he is, Mr. Jay Sands.
Welcome. It's Thursday night, November 6th. Can you believe it? 2014. How amazing is that? Every time I think about it, it blows my mind. It really, really does. But anywho, good evening. I'm a little late and I do apologize. That's because I just came back from Second Life. I had a show to do there. It runs tight right to the end. So I do an hour from 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time. And, took me a little time. I had to collect a couple of things and then get everything set here and ready to go, which I'm going to do next week again, but I'm going to have everything set to go this way. I just have to push a couple of buttons and we're almost on time. That's what I'm going to do. In fact, I want to thank some of my friends who may be listening on our stream here from the Bivman, http://sandstream.bivman.com. They're listening over there. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for coming to the show if you were there. And we do appreciate it. I really, really do. Let's see who is in the chat and what's going on over there, because we've got a first. And who is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? It was a tight race. Came down to the seconds, I think. Seconds. Yes, it was well, maybe not seconds, but Apocalypse is number one this evening. Good evening, Apocalypse. And Phoenix Kiss, our queen of the pumpkin patches here. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. Way to go. Apocalypse, number one. For those of you just joining us, every night we're on the air, and I'm on the air, in our chat room, because we have a chat room here at Spreaker.com. And if you go to Spreaker.com and just sign up, you don't have to do shows or do anything, but you're able to come into the chat room. And our chat room, it gets crazy. It really does. We got some great people here. I've had for, over a year and a half now. 91,000 listens. Truth Porn Militia in the house. That's Pumpkin Face. Thank you for joining us, buddy. So yeah, go on over to Spreaker.com. Just a couple of clicks. You got a free account. Doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to do anything with it. It just allows you to come on over to see us at the Sandsnet Radio Network and join our chat, if you will. If not, the show is archived if you can't listen all night. All you do is come on back to Spreaker.com. I don't think you need your own account to listen to the shows. No, I don't think you do. In the archives. So if you miss anything, you can go there and get them. You can also listen to the show on www.sandsplace.net. Go to the Sandsnet Radio button, click on that, and there the show is for you to listen to. So, and it's also there until the next show is aired, which would be tomorrow night, 9 o'clock with Ricky Sands and Night Talk Weekend Edition and our own Pumpkin Face from Truth Porn Militia. So check that out, please. Don't forget Ouija Radio, WEJA Radio here on Spreaker.com. Only here on Spreaker.com do you get the man, the one and the only, Ernie Abbott. Every day from 3 to 5 p.m. Just look for the Ernie Abbott Show. That's ABBOTT, Ernie Abbott. And the man plays an incredible, eclectic mix of music and all kinds of good stuff. So he gets into his country mood. Watch out. Yeah, so there you have it. That's a lot going on here. A lot going on. So It's Thursday, this past Tuesday. Everything I've been talking about for the last 6 months, everything I've been trying to get across to everybody has seemed to come to pass. Now, I'm not saying I've got a crystal ball and I know all, but you know what? There's something to be said about facts, ladies and gentlemen. When you use facts, usually things pan out the way you think they will because you've got the facts, you've got the truth. Even though people are in denial about it, doesn't make it less true, okay? They can poo-poo it all they want. They can twist and turn and use all kind of euphemisms to change things, but you can't change fact. You can't change the truth because the truth is, always will be, true. All right? Facts will always be facts, okay? And it looks like our Democratic friends, and I'm going to stop using that word because that's not totally true. They're progressives. Progressives and socialists got their asses whipped on Tuesday. Now, some of you may think it's because, people think that the Republicans are better. No, and I've said that here on the show. It's not because the Republicans are better, because they're if not the same, maybe a little worse than the today's Democrats, because they like the Democrats. It's the power, it's the structure, it's the control. You know, yeah, they get things done, I think, a little bit better than the Democrats do. But all in all, they really need to change the way they do things. They need to get back to what we've been talking about here on this show since its inception a year and a half ago, or a little longer. It's about America. It's about we, the people. It's not about how big they can grow the government, how much stuff they can give away, or make people think that they're giving away. Because as I tell everybody, and if you've been listening to this show for a while and you're a regular listener, you know, the more that this government gives you, the more freedoms they take away. They eat at it little by little by little. Well, I'm not going to get into my rant right now, but this is what we're talking about. I am ecstatic. We've got things to talk about tonight. We're going to open up the phones in just a little while, so stick around for that. I think it's time to play some music while the chat room grows, if you will. PF. You know, Apocalypse, you're just too funny, my man. You're just too funny. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Here's a little something from Luther. Don't you go nowhere now. That's Luther Ingram, in case you didn't know.
If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If being right means being without you, I'd rather live a wrong-doing life. Your mama and daddy say it's a shame, it's a downright disgrace. But long as I got you by my side, I don't care what your people say. Your friends tell you it's no future in loving a married man. If I can't see you when I want, I'll see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you, knowing I got a wife and two little children depending on me too? And am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of your touch, knowing I got someone else at home who needs me just as much? And are you wrong to give your love to a married man? And am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I that they've forgotten the dreams that we're dreaming of, but we'll forgive them because we love them. After all is said and done, they're one in a million, a million to one. But we'll forgive them because we love them. After all is said and done, they're one in a million, a million to one.
Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, against the white walls, TV antennas in the back. You may not have a car at all, but remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. Just be thankful